Hi, I'm Burt True with the law firm True and Associates. Today I'm going to give you 5 things you must do to win a jury trial. There are a lot of lawyer shows on TV, LA Law, Perry Mason, Law and Order, Ally McBeal. Television loves the law because they can introduce a new, interesting case for each show, and they always manage to get the trial done in 1 hour. Unfortunately, real life is not like TV. Trials can take weeks instead of an hour, and they're a lot more boring than on TV. On TV, lawyers always lose their temper, and they yell at witnesses and they argue with the judge. This doesn't happen very often in real life. In TV, every case goes to court. In real life, 95% of cases settle out of court. On TV, the lawyers are always good looking. Well, maybe that part's accurate. Here are the 5 things you must do to win a jury trial. First, you've got to be prepared. Unlike the TV, lawyer, unlike on TV, the lawyer that's best prepared is always going to win. In TV, the lawyer just shows up and gives a fabulous performance and wins the case. In reality, jury trials are a lot like doing your taxes. The person who has the best documentation wins the case. Your lawyer has to get the right judge. There are ways to avoid certain judges, and your lawyer must know the judge's propensities and avoid judges that will try to make you lose. Or worse, judges that will intervene to prevent you from even getting a jury trial in the first place. And if you do get one of these bad judges, then your lawyer must know the judge well enough to present your case in a way that the judge will make an exception to the way they normally are. You got to get the right jury. Jury selection is an important part of the trial, and your lawyer must investigate the background of all potential people that could be on the jury. Frankly, most lawyers don't do this because it's time-consuming. You can rule out people who will not be fair, such as people that work for insurance companies and that kind of thing. You got to be able to simplify the issues. Trials are complex. Defense lawyers try to obfuscate the issues and delay the trial. If your lawyer cannot simplify the arguments so that the jury understands right away, the chances of winning decreases rapidly. Fourth, I think I'm on 4. You got to dramatize at the right time. There is a little bit of performance in a trial, and your lawyer must know how to persuade the jury. In one case I had years ago, a semi-trailer truck driver said that he had no time to react before running into my client's car and killing her. So I asked him in the deposition how far ahead did he first see the car, and he said 1/4 mile. By the way, the truck driver also claimed that he was going right at the speed limit. Have you ever noticed that truck drivers, when you see them on the road, they're always speeding, but when you see them in court, they're always going right at the speed limit? So I did a little bit of math. If he's going 60 miles an hour, then his truck is traveling 1 mile every minute. So 1/4 mile would take him 15 seconds. Not much time, unless you're driving. Imagine closing your eyes for 15 seconds while driving your car. You would wreck for sure. So I dramatized this for the jury by making them wait 15 seconds. And then they could see that the truck driver was not watching the road closely, or he would have seen the car in front of him. Fifth, you got to know when to settle. Your lawyer has to be able to gauge the jury's reaction to the evidence. A settlement may be necessary if things are going badly. Witnesses testifying differently from their depositions and that kind of thing can tank your case. A settlement is still a win. And then, on the other hand, often the defense will offer a settlement during the trial, once they see how badly it's going for them. During the trial may be the first time the defendant realizes that they may lose. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm Burt True with the law firm True and Associates. If you have a suggestion for a topic, please post it in the comments below. And if you're watching on my blog, you can subscribe to my blog by email. Just click the link that says subscribe by email. You can also follow my blog using Google+. This will keep you updated with new posts to the blog. If you'd like to discuss something in private, just click the Google Voice gadget below. You enter your telephone number and Google will connect us by telephone. If you're watching on YouTube, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel to get notifications of new videos. You can click the links on this video to view my law firm's television commercial or other interesting videos on personal injury and wrongful death topics and medical malpractice topics. You can follow me on Twitter at Burt True and on Google Plus at Burt True, and you'll get noticed when I post a new video. I'm Burt True with True & Associates.